Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I've got another unpackaging for you. Now this is to continue my eBay series, and for those of you that haven't seen my previous videos, I basically went onto eBay, I filtered by auction only, I filtered by ending soonest, and I searched 1 ounce silver. And I basically started bidding on different pieces of silver without looking into the seller. Now, I definitely wouldn't recommend you try this when you're buying precious metals from online auction sites. I always recommend that if you are using online auction sites to pick up precious metals, always do extensive research into the seller to make sure that they're legit and to make sure it's the real deal before putting a bid in or before buying, because it's a lot easier to not buy in the first place than to receive a piece of gold or silver that's not legit and then have to go through the whole process of trying to get your money back. So it's a lot easier when you're buying precious metals online to make sure that you're buying from reputable sellers in the first place. Now this was just for an experiment. I thought it'd be a cool idea for a video to just go on and buy some bits and pieces without putting too much thought into it, and like I said, without doing too much research into the seller. So for today's video we have a 1 ounce James Bond proof coin. You can see here I won it for £45 and then it was £4.69 delivery. So £49.69 in total, so around about £50. So not really a great deal for a 1 ounce piece of silver, but for a proof coin, not a bad price. Now I did a little bit of research and you can see on this particular website it sells for, well, it was selling for £83.65. It's currently out of stock. This is a 2020 coin, so most places it's out of stock. However, I did see that on the Perth Mint, and this is the Australian Perth Mint, because you can see it's priced up in Australian dollars. They do still have this coin in stock, and it was 118 Australian dollars, and that works out to be around about £62.89 in pounds sterling. So you can see that comparing these two prices, if this looks legit, then I have got a fairly good deal compared to the retail price. Now, before we go any further, let me just say something about the retail price of proof coins. Now, for me, proof coins I don't look at as an investment as such, because you're paying way over the actual spot price of the precious metal. So it's very, very hard. You're almost taking a bit of a gamble to find a coin that's going to perform well in the future, because not only do you have to worry about the spot price of the precious metal to rise in order to make a return on it, you also have to worry about the actual coin being sought after and people wanting that actual coin, because £49, nearly £50 for a 1 ounce silver coin is double what you would pay for a kind of normal bullion coin, for example. That's probably a bad example because American Silver Eagles, the premiums are very, very high. But let's compare it to, say, a Britannia, for example. You're paying basically double for the same amount of silver content. So when you're buying these proof coins, you're buying them in the hope that they're going to be collectible in the future. They're going to be sought after. When you buy proof coins, they've usually got a limited mintage. I think this mintage was 5,000 for this particular coin. So that is the kind of things you're banking on. You're banking on someone wanting to pay a premium for the fact that it's a lower mintage and it's a more sought after coin. And also, obviously, when you're buying a proof coin, it's struck more than once. So you get a nice shiny mirror finish and all the rest of it. So do be very careful when you're buying proof coins. You have got to more look at them, in my opinion, as a collectible instead of an investment. Now that's just my opinion. Some people do very, very well by investing in proof coins because they know what to look for, they know what series hold their value, they know what coins do well. But that's just my kind of personal opinion on proof coins. I look at it as a bit of fun for the collection as opposed to an investment. Now, as always, I'm not a financial advisor, so always make your own investment decisions. It's your money. You've got to be comfortable with what you're putting it into. Now, I hope after that long intro that this is actually what I think it's going to be, because the only reason I'm assuming that this is going to be the James Bond coin is simply because it has James Bond stamps. Look how cool they are. So they've actually put James Bond stamps on this packaging, and also it feels like a square box. So they're the only things that's making me think that this is going to be the James Bond coin. I have ordered a few different items. I've got one more item as part of this series where I'm buying things from eBay without doing too much research, although the other one doesn't really count in that bracket because I did do quite a bit of research into the seller on this final piece that I'm waiting for, and that is simply because it was quite a large piece, and it's something that I've been wanting to pick up for a while, but you will see that in the next couple of days. So let's get into this video. Oh, I've just ruined, I was going to keep hold of those stamps, but I just ruined them. Yeah, it's looking good so far. I really hope it's what I think it is, because that intro would be very, very long to re-record if it's not. I have made mistakes in the past though when I'm doing unboxing videos. Yep, there we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Now, with proof coins, when you're buying proof coins on the second-hand market, it's not as easy to confirm whether it's the real deal or not. And that is because with a bullion piece, you can do different checks, like you can do the ping test, you can hold it up to another kind of bullion coin and compare it and see the similarities. Say you've ordered a Britannia from eBay, for example, you can hold it up to another Britannia that you've got, you can hold them together, see the thickness, see the size of them. You can do the ping test, which I showed you in my last video, see if it rings. And there's also an app that you can download that tells you if it's legit or not. However, with a proof coin, unless you've got an expensive Sigma machine, or you've got a local coin shop nearby that you can walk into and they can test it on their Sigma machine, it's a lot harder to verify whether the precious metal content is legit. So how I look at proof coins when I'm buying them from the second-hand market is I more look at the packaging and I see how legit the packaging looks, because that is realistically what all you can go on really when you're buying proof coins on the second-hand market. Like I said, you can't just take the coin out of the capsule and start throwing it around and sliding the magnet down it and all the rest of it, because you're going to damage the coin's surface. So it's very, very important to fully look around the box of the proof coin. Now, we'll do more checks off camera before this goes into the long-term stack. And like I said, this was more of an experiment than anything. I didn't particularly set out to buy a James Bond proof coin. It was more of, I was just buying what popped up on eBay to make a fun video series. Now, it looks fairly good to me. I can't see anything wrong with the box. You can see it's from the Perth Mint. It's got all the copyright signs on there. It doesn't look faded, or the text doesn't look off or anything like that. So I'm quite happy with the outside of the box. Now, the box actually looked really cool on the pictures on eBay. So that is what kind of won me over. I really like the presentation box. Yeah, it looks just as good in real life. Look at that. It's got kind of a matte black finish to it, and it's almost like a bit of plastic between the thing. That's not actually a gap. If you look through there, it looks like there's a gap in the lid. It's not actually a gap. Let me turn this light up a little tiny bit. And you can see that that's not actually a gap. That's a piece of plastic. So yeah, really, really cool looking presentation box. Now, moment of truth. Is there a coin in there? Oh, that's quite cool. So it's like magnetic. So that whole thing comes off. So you can see what I mean. There's like a kind of thin layer of plastic there, which gives it this kind of almost like a floating lid effect, which is really, really cool. So that comes off. So straight away you can see that the packaging looks fairly legit. For a counterfeit, it would be a lot of effort for not very much return if you're duplicating something as bespoke as a James Bond coin in this much detail. Now, straight away, the coin looks absolutely gorgeous. Really, really like this design. When I clicked onto it, and like I said, I wasn't searching for a James Bond coin or anything. This was purely for an experiment. But the coin actually looks really, really good. Again, I will check this off camera to make sure it looks okay. I can't see anything wrong with the actual coin. Actually looks pristine. In this lighting, it's hard to tell, but I will check it in daylight. But the surface of the coin looks pristine. I can't see any scratches or anything like that. There's no sign that the capsule's been opened or anything like that. Now, like I said, it's very hard without a Sigma machine to actually do many tests on this coin. You've almost got to go by looks, and to me that does look like a legit proof coin from the Perth Mint. Let me know in the comment sections your thoughts. What checks would you do when you're buying a proof coin on the second-hand market? But yeah, it looks really, really nice. I really like this kind of presentation. Have we got the mintage figures here? Yes, we have. We've got a COA in the box. So you can see it's certificate number 3124, and it was 5,000, yeah, 5,000 mintage there. So a fairly low mintage for kind of quite a popular franchise. But again, the booklet looks really nice condition. It looks legit. It doesn't look like it's been photocopied or printed on cheap paper. So I would be happy to say that this is a legit proof piece of silver. Again, let me know in the comment section, what sort of checks do you do when you're buying proof pieces for secondhand market, or do you steer clear of buying proof coins from the secondhand market simply because they contain more of a premium and you don't want to take the risks? Now overall, really happy with the coin. I would say that is legit. Let's just have a little look back at the seller. So you can see the seller has 100% positive feedback. He has 1,979 feedbacks, and you can see that from his shop he's sold 595 items, and also he does specialize in proof coins and precious metals. So not quite as high as the feedback I normally look for. I normally look for around about the 5,000 mark, but still coming up to 2,000 feedbacks with 100% rating, to me, makes that seller look legit. I don't think a seller with that kind of feedback rating in terms of sales and in percentage of positive feedback is going to risk their feedback by selling a couple of proof coins. So I'm quite happy with that purchase. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on picking up proof coins on the second-hand market. What sort of checks do you do when they arrive? Like I said, I think the only way you can really check if this is legit is to take it to your local coin shop if you haven't got like a Sigma machine or something like that to check its content, because even weighing this on the scales wouldn't really be accurate because it's got that capsule on it, and you wouldn't want to take it out the capsule just to weigh it, because when you get proof coins you never want to remove them from the capsules. That's the whole point of buying a proof coin in pristine condition, because that's where you're going to try and keep hold of some of the premium, because when you come to sell you're looking for a collector, someone that not only collects coins, not only collects precious metals, but someone that really likes James Bond as well, because they're the people that will pay the premiums on these sorts of items. So let me know what you think about that. I'm going to try and put that inside as well, because I think that'll be better, keep it nice. But yeah, really cool looking box. I really like the look of that box. I haven't seen a box like that where it's got kind of like a floating lid. But yeah, really sturdy. It's kind of like a plastic as opposed to something more flimsy. But yeah, really nice piece. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Like I said, I've got another item on the way from eBay to complete this eBay series, and I did actually do a little bit more research into this seller, because you'll see when it arrives it's all the way from America, because I couldn't find what I wanted here in the UK. So I did have to pay the import charges and all the rest of it that goes with buying coins from abroad. But it's a really nice piece. It's something for my long-term stack. It's something that I think you're really going to enjoy. I said to Silverstruck the other day on one of his comments that he's going to be the person that I'm going to be reaching out to when it arrives to clarify whether he thinks it's legit or not. Because like I said, it has cost me quite a bit of money, and it's something that I wanted to add to my stack for a while now. So as always, thanks very much for watching my videos. I hope you're finding this series interesting. Like I said at the beginning of the video, do not try this at home if you're buying on secondhand markets. Always research the seller first. Don't do what I did and just buy different things here and there without doing much research. I purely did that for a little bit of fun and to make some interesting content. As always, thanks very much for watching my videos. Thanks for all the support, and I hope you have a very nice day.